never drink wine.
We'll get you, my pretty. Twist the bones and bend the back. Be quiet. Sure you can manage that broom? It's not easy
I
being
find your
green.
suffering exquisite.
This might sting!
Not my blood type.
Any last
You'll be a
words?
fine feast.
Sure you can manage that broom?
Let's make some kebabs!
Bow and blade. Swift as a coursing river. Too slow.
I find your suffering
This
exquisite.
might sting!
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine feast.
Any last words?
I never
Let's
drink
make some
wine.
kebabs!
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine feast.
So, you wanna play with magic?
I never drink wine. I find your suffering exquisite.
Bow and blade. Swift as a coursing river.
This might sting! Who let the dogs out?
Ours is your last breath.
Any last words?
Be quiet.
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine feast.
Let's make some kebabs!
Got a bone to pick!
This might sting!
I never drink wine. I find your
last
suffering
words?
exquisite.
It's not easy being green.
Let's make some kebabs! Got milk?
You'll be a fine feast.
Big old pile of them bones!
I never drink wine.
It's not easy being green. Sure you can manage that room?
I find your suffering exquisite.
Any last words?
Not my blood type.
So, you wanna play with magic?
You'll be a fine feast. I never drink wine.
Be quiet. It's not easy being green.
I find your suffering exquisite.
Sure you can manage that
Not my
broom?
blood type.
So, you wanna
Sure
play
you
with
can
manage that broom?
You'll be a fine feast. I never drink wine. I find your suffering
Let's make
exquisite.
some kebabs.
Kamate! Puny humans!
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine feast. I never drink wine. I find your suffering exquisite.
This might sting. Any last words? Bone appetite!
Ghosts and ashes.
The hunter becomes the prey.
Let's make some kebabs.
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine
This might
feast.
sting.
I never drink wine. I find your suffering not my blood
exquisite.
type.
Any last words?
You'll be a fine feast.
Be quiet.
I never drink wine.
The sky will turn dark.
Let's make some kebabs.
Bow and blade. Our rage is eternal.
Death won't save no rest for the wicked.
This might sting.
It's not easy being green.
I find your suffering exquisite. Not my blood type.
Sure you can manage that broom?
You'll be a fine feast. I never drink wine.
So, you wanna
I
play
find
with
your
magic?
suffering exquisite.
Be quiet.
Swift as a coursing river. Too slow.
Any last words?
You'll be a fine feast.
Let's make some kebabs.
It's not easy being green.
I never drink
Any last
wine.
words? Let's make some kebabs.
Proud warriors! Kamate, kamate!
This might sting.
I find your suffering not my blood type.
Let's make some kebabs. This might sting. Any last words?
Sure you can manage that room?
Let's make some kebabs. This might sting.
So, you wanna play with magic?
You'll be a fine feast.
Bow and blade.
Uni humanzi das balloon again! Let's go wreck it!
Any last words?
I never drink wine.
Let's make some kebabs. This might sting. Any last words?
I find your
Let's make some
suffering
kebabs.
exquisite.
This might sting.
Not my blood type. You'll be a fine feast.
Any last